Hi and welcome to LearnCity. My name is Praise and I'm the mathematics tutor. In today's class, we'll be solving examples on mensuration. In our last class, we defined what mensuration is, we explained what a 2D shape is, and we explained what a 3D shape is. We also gave different types of shapes while giving their area, their volume, their complete surface area, and their total surface area. If you are just joining our class for the very first time, do please subscribe to our YouTube channel, like and comment, and please watch our previous videos to have a major understanding of what we're talking about today. And today we'll be solving two examples on mensuration. The first example says the base radius and height of a right circular cone is 7 cm and 24 cm. Find its curved surface area, total surface area, and volume. It says the base radius and height of a right circular cone is 7 cm. So we have the radius to be 7 cm. We have our height to be 24 cm. Now, what do? We have our radius to be 7 cm and our height to be 24 cm. Then we have to look for our CSA, and to look for our volume of a cone. Now, to find our surface area first, to find our CSA, the CSA is to be pi RL, which is the radius times the slant height. Now, our L is the slant height. Now, how do we find the slant height? Using our understanding on Pythagoras theorem, where we have our a squared to be b squared plus c squared. So we have this to be a squared to be 7 squared plus 24 squared. So we have our a squared to be 49 plus we have 24 times 24. We have our 4 times 4 to be 16, 1, 8, which is 9. Of 8 here we have 4, 7, and 5. We have this to be 576, where we have our a squared to be 5. We have 1. This is 12. We have 1. This is 6. We have our a squared to be 625. And the root a squared. We have our a to be 25 centimeter. So here, therefore, our L is 25 centimeter. So we have our R to be 7 centimeter, our H to be 24 centimeter, and our L to be 25 centimeter. Now for the CSA, we have it to be pi RL, where we have our pi to be 22 over 7. So we have 22 over 7 times 25 times 7. So we have here 7 here 1, 7 here 7. So we have it to be 25 times 22. We have 0 here 1, 2 times 2, 4, that's 5. We have this to be 50 as well. So we have 5 here and 5 here, where we have this to be 550 centimeters squared. So our CSA is 550 centimeters squared. Our curved surface area is 550 centimeters squared. Now for our total surface area, we have it to be pi RL plus pi R squared. So we have our pi RL to be 550 centimeters squared, and our pi R squared will now be 22 over 7 times 7 times 7. 7 here will cut this part. So we have 22 times 7, where we have here to be 4, which is 14, 15. So we have our pi r squared to be 154 centimeter squared. So where we have pi rl plus pi r squared, we have it to be 550 plus 154 centimeter squared. And we have this to be 407. We have this to be 704 centimeter squared. So our TSA is 704 centimeter squared, which is our total surface area. Now for the volume, we have our volume to be 1/3 pi r square h. We have our volume to be 1/3 pi r square h, where we have 1/3 times 22/7 times 7 times 7 times 24. Do not forget that our h, which is our height, is 24 centimeter. So 7 here we cancel 7. We have 3 here to be 6. So we have 22 times 7 times 6. So where we solve this, 12, 1 is 13. This is 132 times 7. Okay, this is 8. This is 8. We have this to be 8. We have this to be 8. Where we have our 3 here to be 1 and 3 in 24 to be 8. So we have it to be 22 times 7 times 8. So we have 22 times 8 to be 16. This is 17 times 7. That's 42, 4, 49. This is 53. We have 5. 7 times 1 is 7. We have this to be 12. So we have this to be 1232 centimeter cube. Usually our volume is in cube while our area is in square. So our volume is 1232 centimeter cube. So for this example, we've gotten our slant height, our curved surface area, our total surface area, and the volume. Now, the second example says a conical tent is 6 meters high and its base radius is 8 centimeters. We have our height to be 6 meters. We have our radius to be 8 meters. It says find the cost of the canvas required to make the tent at the rate of 120 per meter squared. So we have our rate to be 120 per meter squared. So it says that we should use our pi to be 3.14. Our pi is 3.14. Now, what do? We have to find the rate. So what do we look for? We first look for the slant height, which is L. So by using Pythagoras theorem, we have our a squared to be b squared plus c squared, where we have our a squared to be 6 squared plus 8 squared. Here it can also be h squared plus r squared, which is L squared. So we have our L squared to be 36 plus 64. We have our L squared to be 100. And we have our root L squared to be root 100. We have our L to be 10. So our L is 10 meters. Our slant height is 10 meters. Now, let us first look for our curved surface area, which is pi RL. So we have it to be 3.14 times what is our radius? We have our radius to be 8 meter times 8 times 10. So we have this to be 3.14 times 80. And when we solve this, we will have it to be 251.2 meters squared. Just check. 0.0. 8 times 2 is 16. 8 times 4 is 32. That's 33. Times 1/8 plus 3. That's 1. And 8 times 3 is 2. So when we solve this, you have it to be 251.2 meters squared. You have it to be 251.2 meter squared. Now, the says we should look for the cost of the material required at a particular rate. So when we have a rate to be 120 meter squared. Now, what do? Now say that material required will be CSA times rate. So we have it to be 251.2 times 120, and we have it to be 3014 meter squared. We have it to be 3014 meter squared. So now we've gotten our rate required. We've gotten our rates for this particular example. We've gotten the cost of the canvas required to make the tent at the rate of 120 per meter squared. So it is 3,014 meter squared. So in the next class, we'll be solving more examples on mensuration. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and we'll be seeing you in the next class.